Hello everyone, my name is Hannah. Welcome to a new video. Today we're going to talk about all of the books that I want to read in May. I can't believe that I'm saying that it's May already. That is crazy. But I have a lot of books here that I'm really excited to get to. Some of these will be prioritized because I will for sure read these books, and other ones, these are just the ones that I'm in the mood for at the moment. So hopefully I'll be getting to them because I'm really excited to read them right now. So let's start with the ones that I am for sure getting to. So just like last month, I am choosing two Sarah J Maas books. I have Air, Fire, and Queen of Shadows books 3 and 4 in the Throne of Glass series. So if you don't know, for some reason, I mention it almost in every video, but I am doing a Sarah J Maas read-along with my friend Christina from Christina's Chapters. And we are reading every Sarah J Maas book ever published, and these are the ones that we're on to for May. So I will for sure be reading these. We do reading sprints every other week, and they're not specific to the book that we're on. Anybody can join them, but we just do them because then we read the book that we're on. And then we do a live show discussion where we talk all kinds of spoilers and we dive deep into what the story was and what happened, and we just discuss, and it was a super fun time. So all of that information for that read along will be linked down below if you want to join, but we are on to these two books, so I will for sure be getting to these. I'm so excited to hear Christina's thoughts on these, especially Queen of Shadows, because that's my favorite book in the series, and I'm so excited to get to it. I love this series so much. So yes, these two are for sure going to be read in May. I will also for sure be reading The Haunting of Ashburn House by Darcy Coates. So this is the May book club pick for the Book Troop, which is a book club hosted by Gabby from Gabby Reads. And she very kindly asked me to be a co-host on the May show with Ashley from Ashley's Little Library, who you know is my BookTube bestie. So I'm really excited to be a part of that, and I am really excited to read this one. I haven't read any Darcy Coates before, but I love haunted house stories, and obviously The Haunting of Ashburn House. This is going to be a haunted house story. So I'm really excited to read this with them and to discuss everything. It's going to be a super fun time. I'm sure you're already subscribed to Gabby, but I'll leave her channel linked down below as well as Ashley's if you want to check out their channels if you haven't already for some reason. But yes, I am really excited to read this one and be a part of the book troop this month. It's going to be a super fun time. Another priority for me is going to be Guild by Raven Kennedy. This is Sahar's Fanro book club pick for May. So Sahar has a fantasy romance book club, which is perfect because I love fantasy romance and I love Sahar. So I'm really excited to read and discuss and everything. So this is book 1 in the Plated Prisoners series, I believe it's called. Yes. And I know that it's kind of a dark fantasy romance. I don't know very much about it at all. The myth of King Midas reimagined shows a dark side of greed through the eyes of the woman he gold touched. Okay, so that's all I'm gonna know going into this. I do know that it's a very slow burn one, the romance part of this. I don't even know if it happens in the first book, but I'm really excited to read this, and I'm really excited to watch Sahar's discussion on her channel for it. So I'll also leave Sahar's channel linked down below. All my friends will be linked down below. But yeah, I'm really excited to get to this one, and I can't wait to see Sahar's thoughts on it as well. Speaking of Sahar and my friends, we want to buddy read The Atlas 6 by Olivia Blake. So we have this little group chat on Instagram that we call the Zodiac Girls because we are all reading the Zodiac Academy books and loving them. But Sahar picked this up and she posted about it in the group chat, and I was like, I have that on my physical TBR, we should buddy read it. And then Cami said she wanted to buddy read it, and Christina said she wanted to buddy read it, and Rachel has already read it, but she's like, I might do a reread because she read the self-published version and the traditionally published version is maybe a little bit different, so she might reread it with us. And then I think Kirsten is going to read it, even though she's not a big fantasy reader. She's been loving the Zodiac Academy books, and I don't think this has a ton of magic. I think it's more dark academia with a little hint of magic maybe, or they have magical powers or something. I'm not really sure, but we're gonna buddy read this, so it's got to go on the TBR because I've got to read it. But I'm definitely intrigued, and I know that the next book comes out sometime this year, so hopefully I really like this one. Rachel from Ribbon Haired Reader, she read this, like I said, she read the self-published version, and she really liked it. So I feel like Rachel and I have very similar reading tastes, so I'm hoping that I really like this one as well. So like I said, we have been reading the Zodiac Academy books. I've been just absolutely loving that series. I read it all last month, so that'll be in my wrap-up coming up. But I did not have the chance to get to The Awakening as told by the boys. So this is the first book, but written from the boys' perspective. So I am very curious to see that. It's going to be definitely weird to jump back in time in the story now because I've read the 7th book, so I know where the story is going to go from here. So it's going to feel kind of weird to go back and like see everything. I don't know. It'll just be a little bit of an interesting experience. I was a little scared to read this one right after I finished The Awakening because this, I think, got published after the 7th book. I'm pretty sure. And I didn't want to like accidentally get spoiled for something because I didn't know if there was going to be like, I don't know, a weird reveal or something that we weren't supposed to know about yet. I'm not sure. I just was scared that I was going to get spoiled for something. So I put it off, and now I definitely want to get to it so that I can read everything in the series. I am so ready for the 8th book. I cannot wait. I know that this author duo has other books set in this world, like of Zodiac Academy, the Solaria world. So I'll probably be picking up some of those books as well, but I definitely want to get to this one so that I can read everything in the Zodiac Academy series. So as I said before, I am definitely a mood reader, so my mood could change, but right now I am very, very much in the mood for fantasy romance, and I have a couple books here that I have been meaning to get to for a while, and I'm so excited to pick them up. So the first one is Pestilence by Laura Thalassa. This is book 1 in the Four Horsemen series. It is a dark fantasy romance, kind of post-apocalyptic story, and it's following the Four Horsemen. So they come down to the world like as men and are trying to wipe out humanity. And I think that is just going to be a super interesting take because I'm pretty sure that their love interests are humans. So I think that this one, like Pestilence, is coming down to earth and he's trying to get accustomed to like human emotions, and he's like, why am I feeling all these things? This is disgusting. Which I think is going to be absolutely hilarious. And I really like Laura Thalassa's writing. I read her Bargainer series and I really, really love that series. So I've been meaning to get to this one, and Riley Marie recently read the second one, War, and she said that she really loved this one. It's 5 out of 5 stars. She really liked War. It was a fun time, so that got me excited to pick this up. So I definitely want to try to get to this one because I'm just so excited about it. And then the last book that I'm going to put on my TBR for May is Little Fire by Holly Mans. This is the first book in the Warriors of the Five Realms series. You gotta love the shirtless men on the covers. Anyway, I don't know very much about this at all. I just know that somebody posted saying that if you are a fan of Sarah J Maas, Laura Thalassa, Carrie Maniscalco, those kinds of books, that you should read this. And I've been burned before when I've done that, when I've picked up books with that like tag on it almost, but I've also like found some books that I really like the Bargainer series. I specifically picked that up because it said it was for fans of A Court of Mist and Fury. And I really like that series, so I do want to give this a shot. It says at the top, she's broken from the past she can't remember. He's scarred from a past he can't forget. So we're gonna see what this is about. I know that it is fantasy, so I believe there's dragons, right? I don't know if there's like magic. I don't know what these markings on him mean, or if they're just, I don't know, tattoos. I don't know. But I'm just really intrigued by this one. So I'm really hoping that it doesn't let me down. I'm trying to go in with lower expectations so that I'm not like burned like I was in the past. But I do really want to try to get to this one. So those are all the books that I'm going to officially put on my TBR because I don't want to overwhelm myself. I mean, there's already 9 books on here. So hopefully I can get to all of these. I'm trying to tell myself that if I don't get to all of them, I shouldn't be disappointed in myself because I'm trying to embrace being a mood reader. But for sure, I'm going to be getting to my Sarah J Maas books and The Haunting of Ashburn House because I have live show discussions for all of those, so I do need to read those. But all these other ones, I'm super, super excited to read. So I think it'll be a really fun reading month. I'm so excited about all of these, and I'm pretty sure we're going to be doing another 24-hour fantasy romance readathon with the girlies, so I'm excited for that. That is probably not coming until the very, very end of May though, so maybe I'll have read all of these by then and I'll get to read some new stuff. But yeah, these are all of the books that I want to try to get to in May. If you made it to the end of this video, leave the like crossed swords emoji, because like a lot of these are just fantasy romances, and for some reason I think of swords when I think of fantasy. So we're gonna go with it. Leave the crossed swords emoji in the comments down below if you made it to the end of this video. And thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to click like and subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.